Ever fallen in love with a car, only to realize it's quietly robbing your wallet blind? You know the type. BMWs that drive like a dream until the repair bills wake you up. Ferraris that turn heads, but also turn your savings into fumes. Jaguars, elegant, refined, and somehow always in the shop. And let's not forget the supercars, McLarens, Lambos, beautiful beasts that demand oil changes more expensive than a vacation. These cars promise luxury, speed, and status, but behind the wheel, you're strapped in for a financial roller coaster. From sky-high insurance to parts that take weeks and cost thousands, owning one can feel like a full-time job with no paycheck. So today we're pulling back the curtain on the cars we adore, but regret owning. Fasten your seatbelt. This is the countdown of wallet-burning heartbreaks. It's a four-door sedan that packs a Formula One-inspired V10, rear-wheel drive, and a manual gearbox in select markets. It's the kind of car that makes your heart race before you even hit the ignition. That sound? A spine-tingling scream that builds all the way to 8,250 RPM. It's not just a car, it's an event. But the M5 E60 is the automotive equivalent of dating a rock star. Glorious on stage, but chaos behind the scenes. Take it from countless owners who've fallen for the charm, only to be smacked with the reality of Vanos failures, rod-bearing rebuilds, and clutch jobs that cost more than a used Corolla. And don't even get started on the SMG transmission, the semi-manual gearbox with a mind of its own. Smooth one day, jerky the next, and always one bad shift away from a $10,000 replacement. But you ask the same owner, would you buy it again? And he grins. That scream of the V10, worth it. The mechanics bill, not so much. See, that's the M5 paradox. It gives you chills when it's running right, but keeping it running, that's the real adrenaline rush. You're not just driving a car, you're gambling with every throttle press. And if you think the M5 E60 is bad, just wait until we get to Ferrari. Stick around, because the Now, let's talk about a car that defines 90s exotic perfection, the Ferrari F355. A rolling sculpture, low, wide, captivating. Those pop-up headlights, pure nostalgia. The shriek of that 3.5-liter V8 at 8,500 RPM, absolute bliss. It's the kind of car that turns every drive into a red carpet moment. But behind that Italian beauty lies one of the most expensive love affairs in automotive history. See, the F355 has a little quirk. To perform even basic maintenance, say a timing belt change, you don't just open the hood. No. You remove the entire engine. That's right, an engine-out service. Think of it like open-heart surgery for an oil change. And what's the bill for that little operation? Try $8,000 to $12,000, depending on how friendly your mechanic is, or if your Ferrari specialist owns a yacht. That's the thing. The F355 hurts. When that flat-plane crank V8 starts wailing through the high-mounted quad exhaust, all rational thought goes out the window. You forget the invoice, you forget the stress. You remember why you fell in love in the first place. But here's the brutal reality. Owning an F355 is a relationship that demands constant attention. Neglect it, and you're not just looking at a big repair, you're looking at a financial catastrophe. Valve guides, headers, suspension bushings. They all have expiration dates, and none of them are cheap. Yet ask an owner if they'd trade it for something newer, faster, more reliable. Most will say, never. Because the F355 isn't just a car, it's a feeling. It's the last of the hand-built Ferraris. It's a reminder that beauty often comes with baggage. And if you think this was a wallet burner, wait till we talk about the British heartbreak that is. Guess what owning a classic Jaguar really means? It means waking up every morning and asking yourself, will it start today? It means falling in love with British charm, handcrafted interiors, and that signature purring engine sound, only to find out your relationship also includes oil leaks, rare parts, and electrical gremlins that haunt you like a Victorian ghost. Take the Jaguar XJ or the beloved E-Type. Cars that ooze sophistication. Chrome everywhere. Leather that smells like a British gentleman's club. It's like driving royalty. But the moment you feel like a king, your dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree in a pub. One day, the fuel gauge works. The next, it thinks you're empty with a full tank. Fix that, now your wipers start operating on their own, on a sunny day. And don't even mention the power windows. Those go up and down slower than your mood after the third breakdown in a month. But despite all this, here's the kicker. Owners still love their Jaguars. They polish them every Sunday. They name them like pets. Because when a classic Jag is running right, it's magical. You're gliding, not driving. Heads turn, strangers nod. Once upon a time, Volkswagen decided to take on the likes of Mercedes-Benz and BMW with their own ultra-luxury sedan. The result? The Volkswagen Phaeton. A car so refined, so over-engineered, it shared parts with the Bentley Continental GT. It had a 420 horsepower W12 engine, a cabin insulated better than most sound studios. It was supposed to redefine what a flagship sedan could be. And in some ways, it did. Because for all its luxury came the bills. This was a car built to quietly rival the best, but behind the scenes, maintenance was anything but subtle. It was as if Volkswagen took the most complicated engineering ideas and stuffed them under the hood, then hid the manual. Need to replace the air suspension? That's 4 figures. A quirky sensor in the HVAC system fails. It's buried deep behind the dash, and the whole thing needs to come apart just to access it. Even the battery is located under the driver's seat because of course it is. So yes, the Phaeton was a masterpiece. It cruised like a Rolls, whispered like a ghost, and gave its owners the luxury experience they didn't know Volkswagen could offer. But let's be real, deep pockets required. Seriously. It's the kind of car you buy with your heart and slowly pay for with your soul. Rotary lovers, stand up. This one's for you. The Mazda RX-7 and RX-8 are legends. Light, nimble, rear-wheel drive. These cars feel like they're dancing on the road. And that rotary engine? It doesn't growl, it sings. Spinning all the way to 9,000 RPM, it delivers a driving experience so unique, it's addictive. You don't just drive an RX, you bond with it. Owning an RX is like dating someone who's high maintenance, but you love them anyway. Let's talk problems. First up, oil consumption. No, not the every few months kind. We're talking oil top-ups almost as often as gas fill-ups. The rotary burns oil by design, and if you forget, you're flirting with disaster. Then there's the dreaded apex seal failure. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. One day you're revving to redline, the next you're watching your compression vanish like your weekend plans. And rebuilding a rotary, not cheap, not quick. Not something your average corner garage is equipped to handle. That leads to the third pain point. Finding a mechanic who actually knows rotaries. They're rare. Like endangered species rare. You'll probably end up joining a rotary forum, learning the ropes yourself, and owning more garage tools than your local hardware store. But owners still adore these cars. They know the risks, they budget for the drama, and they still keep these machines alive because nothing else drives quite like an RX. It's not about reliability, it's about the feel. So, if you're thinking of buying one, just know you're signing up for a passionate, expensive, slightly toxic relationship. Land Rovers are known for their combination of rugged design and luxury performance. On the road, they offer refined handling and a smooth ride. Off-road, they're equipped with terrain response systems and all-wheel drive capability for serious trail performance. One of the most common issues is air suspension failure. These systems offer excellent comfort and ride height control, but are prone to breakdowns. When they fail, the vehicle may sag unevenly or lose drive height control. Replacement costs often run into the thousands, and repeated failures are not uncommon. Electronic reliability is another concern. Warning lights for check engine, ABS, traction control, and terrain response frequently appear. Electrical systems in newer models are complex, and owners often report dashboard alerts even without mechanical failure. Over a 10-year period, Land Rovers rank among the highest in long-term maintenance costs. Average service and repair expenses can reach up to $19,250, more than most other luxury SUV brands. Spare parts are often limited in availability, and software-related issues add further complexity to repairs. Despite these challenges, the driving experience is excellent. Land Rovers offer refined suspension tuning, strong engine performance, and a cabin that rivals high-end sedans. Materials, seating comfort, and sound insulation contribute to a premium feel on every journey. However, ownership requires consistent maintenance and above-average repair budgeting. It's a vehicle that delivers presence and capability, paired with significant upkeep demands. Luxury, performance, and prestige, balanced by high running costs and complex systems. The Land Rover experience is rewarding. Diesel trucks are built for heavy-duty work. Models like the Ford Super Duty or Dodge Ram with a Cummins engine deliver exceptional torque. Ideal for towing, hauling, and long-distance loads, that torque is powered by a turbocharger. It forces more air into the combustion chamber, increasing power output. When it fails, replacement costs range from $2,000 to $4,000, excluding labor. Fuel injectors are another key component. Diesel injectors cost between $300 and $500 each. With 6 or 8 cylinders, full replacement adds up quickly. Failure often results from missed maintenance or contaminated fuel. Heavy trucks also strain suspension and steering. Lifted diesel trucks commonly experience death wobble. Worn tie rods, ball joints, and steering stabilizers lead to violent front-end vibration, especially at highway speeds. Routine servicing is more expensive than gas trucks. Oil changes require more quartz and higher-grade oil. Frequent replacement of fuel filters and air filters is standard. Diesel exhaust fluid, or DEF, must be topped up regularly to meet emission standards. Emission systems include components like the DPF, EGR, and SCR. They are complex and repairs are costly, especially on high-mileage trucks. Despite these costs, diesel trucks remain popular for their power and capability. But ownership comes with high maintenance and repair expectations. It's not just about fueling a truck, it's about managing a machine designed to do more and demand more. Hypercars represent the pinnacle of performance engineering. Vehicles like the McLaren P1, Lamborghini Gallardo, and Bugatti Veyron offer extreme speed, exotic materials, and cutting-edge technology. They are designed to deliver unmatched driving experiences, and they do. However, ownership comes with significant financial demands. The Bugatti Veyron features a quad-turbocharged W16 engine producing 1,200 horsepower. An oil change alone exceeds $21,000 due to the car's complex design. Servicing requires partial disassembly and nearly 30 hours of labor, even under ideal conditions. The Lamborghini Gallardo, powered by a naturally aspirated V10, is known for its aggressive styling and performance. But maintenance costs remain high. A single carbon ceramic brake rotor costs approximately $6,900, not including labor or additional components. Repairs often require factory-trained technicians and specialized tools. The McLaren P1 adds hybrid systems to the equation. It combines a twin-turbo V8 with an electric motor, regenerative braking, and active aerodynamics. These systems require proprietary diagnostics and servicing through McLaren's limited service network. Battery or control system failures can lead to multi-week service timelines and significant costs. Tires are another factor. Many of these cars use bespoke, high-performance compounds. A full set may range from $5,000 to $8,000, with high wear rates during track use or spirited driving. These vehicles offer world-class performance, but long-term ownership includes substantial operational expenses. From consumables to core systems, maintaining a hypercar is a highly specialized and costly commitment. Hypercars deliver more than performance. They define a lifestyle, but that lifestyle comes at a cost far beyond the showroom price. If you've made it this far and still believe the ownership cost is worth it, then you get it. These machines, whether a screaming supercar, a torque-heavy diesel, or a temperamental vintage classic, aren't about logic. They demand time, money, and patience. But what do they give back? Unmatched performance, unique style, and raw driving joy. Every car enthusiast has that one vehicle they chase, no matter the risks. Maybe it's the rush of a V12, the bulletproof feel of a tuned inline-six, or the analog purity of old-school steering. So, which platform speaks to you? The precision of a hypercar, the grit of a diesel, or the charm of a classic that lives mostly in the garage? Let us know in the comments what you've owned, what you dream of, and what defines your passion. Subscribe for more deep dives into ownership, performance, and the love that keeps us behind the wheel. This isn't just content, it's a shared pursuit. See you in the next one.